What happened? I'm trying to open my thing here. Share my screen. Share screen. Okay, I found it. Choose what you want to share. Select it. Okay, share. Can you see it? Show my screen. So when Infinity Mirror, don't share your entire screen or browser images. Share just a tab or just a Windows tab. Show my screen anyway. So you see it? Can you see it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Can you see it? The presentation? I cannot see you anymore.
No, you're sharing the screen with your PowerPoint, not the screen of presentation. You're going to have to select your screen again.
So what do I need to do? Okay.
So go up to the top, and it says to view a slideshow. Do the slideshow.
Where?
Yeah. Some up there, and
this one here?
Yes.
But if it
goes, what does it
right,
mean?
see down there?
That works as well, Carmen. But like when you choose to share, like usually you have like lots of windows. Like if you have in your browser or anything, that counts as a window. So you have to select the window that you want to share. So your presentation probably is in another screen. So you have to share that screen.
So I should just stop sharing these and start
Stop
again.
sharing, go sharing again, and then it's going to show all the windows you have available and choose the presentation one. Does that make sense?
So I'll just do slideshow on this one?
Yes.
Oh God, I end up with two. Oh, okay, there we are. And so I share screen.
You share the presentation.
And then I pick the presentation.
Yeah.
Share.
Hello, Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Yes?
Yeah, now works.
Better? Okay. Oh, there you go.
Great.
Sorry about that.
I do good.
So today presentation is, or the title is "You Are the Light of the World," and the objective or our presentation, our presentation is all about, is to do with the teachings of the Sermon of the Mountain, where Jesus said, "You are the light of the world, and you are the salt of the earth," and related that with the 13 virtues from Benjamin Franklin, industry. That's why we have industry in here. They're kind of related. So next. Here. Next. There you go. So Jesus said, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men." So this is in the New Testament. Come on, I need to go here. Yes. So the salt of the, so just what is the meaning? What Jesus meant by that, and what's the general meaning of the salt of the earth that we have nowadays? There's so many different interpretations, let's put it this way, and also meanings. So the salt of the earth became a very common English expression. And it means truly good. So you say, oh, you are, if you're talking to someone, you say, oh, you are the salt of the earth. I mean, you are something essential. We are really good. Oh, but the origin, it says the origin is in the Bible from Jesus' sermon on the mountain, quoted by Matthew Gospel. So the expression itself appears in the Bible. But according to the dictionary, the salt of the earth is now used to describe a person or persons of great kindness, reliability, or honesty. It refers to what we think is good and noble in our society or in a person or what you are referring to. So the expression itself is so there are all different uses for the salt of the earth expression, let's put it this way. But salt itself was used for several purposes, and salt itself was always important because it was obviously, nowadays you can find it, but it was harder to find. And so it played a major role in the Old Testament in sacrifices or offering because it was hard to collect, hard to find, but also it was used to preserve food. It was used for, well, offerings, I already said that, seasoning, make food have a better flavor. So one interpretation of the Jesus saying you are the salt of the earth is that his followers or the prophets will be that they will add flavor or seasoning to society. They like a contribution to society. Salt is used as a preservative to conserve food. Since primitive times, I think it was one of the first uses of salt was to preserve food, meat, in same way. So Jesus say to one point to live a righteous way of life, preserve themselves from the failure. So we should preserve ourselves from the failure. From failure. It's used like as a cleaner, as a disinfectant. Salt was long used as a cleaning agent. Infecting body parts may be soaked in salt and salt water to disinfect. So Jesus could be saying to his followers to help clean up a godless world by living godly life and setting an example for others. At the end of this, I will make my comment. So the Egyptians used salt to dry mummified bodies. So it was used for traditionally to prepare the body for burial. And the Romans used it to, but actually before the Romans, when they have the trading, the start, and we had the Silk Road with Asia, one of the ways that people pay each other, because they different languages and different units or different monies or ways of paying each other, salt was something that everybody uses. So salt was a way of paying, but also the Romans pay the soldiers an amount or an allowance for salt, in salt actually. So, which was called salarium, and that's where the word salary came from. So, in this pattern at the time, this pattern worth one salt, or your weight worth in salt. It means you are very good or you're very valuable, or something similar. So it means you're getting more because your value in salt. And melting ice, more newer use for salt, always being used for toning and melting ice. And nowadays we spread salt on roads. And one could say an interpretation with followers might toll people's hearts with their kindness, making them open to friendship, relationship, and God truth. Oh well, you can do as a million different interpretations depending how you look at it. But at the end of the day, sorry, I want to go back a little bit. What it is if you think about it, it is more to do with how you show yourself and how you present yourself to others and how committed you are. So to say you are to God, to Jesus and to the teachings itself, that's important. So you are the salt because you are the basic, the essence of the teaching. It is my Father's desire that you receive my kingdom in its fullness. So in Jesus' days, salt was a rare commodity. That's what you're talking about. They have a custom to buy slaves with salt. Say this salt is currency that was used for trade. So if a slave did not meet the purchaser's expectation, it was not worth his salt. It means it is not worth the money I'm paying. So that's the expression, he's not worth his salt. That's where it comes from, because salt was the monetary exchange. So in the book Missionaries of the Light, that's written by, it's from André Luiz and it's written by Chico Xavier. The Alexander, which was the André Luiz mentor, it says, we cannot do without salt in our diet. Our physical organism is essentially comprised of 6% salt, saline, which composition is almost identical to the seawater. We gather from this passage another understanding of Jesus' teaching. You are the salt of the earth, because in fact, our most important instrument of evolvement, the human body, is basically composed of salt and other things. As salt followers of Jesus' teachings, we are extremely precious commodities in this world. It's just highlighting that we really should be an example for others. And then you get into you are the light of the world.
Can I interrupt here?
Yes, you can.
Please, thank you, Carmen. I love to read and to research, and I was looking into this particular passage, and in the rabbinic texts, so the ancient texts, yes, they regard salt, yes, to be synonymous with wisdom.
Oh.
So if we look at the original or the passage itself, you are the salt of the world. So if we use the word wisdom, then you are the wisdom of the world.
Yes.
And if you become, what is it? If you lose, if salt loses its taste, this is strange for us. The loss of taste is translated more with a greater understanding if we see it as to become foolish. If the salt loses its taste, or if your wisdom becomes soiled, or you become in some way foolish or misdirected,
Yes.
then your path is worthless. It it is in fact, this particular passage follows the Beatitudes, which is obviously we have looked at each of them and seen how it is guidance by Jesus to show us how to free us from materialism and to see the inner light. This is the following passage, yes, 5:13, and it says, if you, yes, you are the wisdom of the earth because you have come to understand. And this is something for the disciples themselves. If you see, yes, if you understand, if you take in all of the knowledge and come to apply it, because this is not knowledge that he has shared with them. It is knowledge applied, and knowledge applied becomes wisdom.
Yes.
And this is important for each of us, because no matter how much we read, if the application is not there, if we do not engage in humility and understanding of how light is infinite in its expansiveness throughout creation, that yes, then if we pride ourselves on our knowledge without the application, then we are given we travel a slippery path.
Yeah.
And then we become without soul, we become foolish. And then there is no point then to it all. And then we cannot then in the next step become the light. So the first of these, so there are two, the verse is 13 and then goes on to 14, which talks about the light. But the first, the 13, verse 13 is about, it is not a warning, but it is guidance, I sense.
How I saw that is that I was talk about this later on, but we can talk now. The way I saw it, the whole thing is your knowledge, your understanding of the building your understanding and your knowledge is one part of it. It's make sure that you maintain informed, let's put this way.
Yes.
But the second thing is you must make this an example.
Yes.
You need to show it, and that's your light. So salt is acquiring knowledge and
wisdom. Yes.
Wisdom, and then the light is you make this an example to the world. You show, you shine, and you it's not for yourself. It's not accumulating knowledge inside you, but it's something that you need to make it bright and light and shine, so you can show to the world and as an example, so others can follow the same path.
Yes. Yes.
So that's my end of story. That was my conclusion. Anyway, but that's exactly what you said. Is we need to study, we need to experiment, we need to understand, we need to follow, and then we need to show and shine. So the light of the world is the shining part, is how we present ourselves and how we will influence other people, what we show.
Thank you.
So you are the light of the world. A city in the hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house, which means your presence, your example is for everybody to see. So you should not hide it. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. because you are showing the knowledge. You're the knowledge applied knowledge. In Jesus' days, lamps were simply made from clay. So those little ones, they have a reservoir for olive oil, and they could be carried on one palm of one hand. So where the wick, it has a nozzle where the wick comes out. So they are very small to be carried around. When it was dark enough to light a lamp, people would set high enough to illuminate everything around on a shelf on the stone wall, or on a wooden lampstand in the center of the room. But it doesn't matter what you do, the lamp will show its light. So this is just a quick story about it doesn't matter how strong is the light. So there is a simple story of a man who drove his team in wagon swiftly and safely on a road through a dark forest. Afterwards, he was asked how he knew where all the trees were along the road so that he could miss them as he drove the narrow road. And he said he didn't know where the trees were, but if I look up at the opening between the tree tops, I knew that if I followed the light above, I could be safe. It may be very faint light, but still could be seen. So letting our light show is not an abstraction. We must engage in concrete behavior. So it means we really should try to show our light, which means we are true to our beliefs and to our learnings. Our light shines by the way we live, the choices we made, and the attitudes we exhibit. So other people can see that we are truthful to our learnings and to what we believe. It's when we are courteous and respectful, when we respect life and refrain from reckless and risky behavior. Our light shines when we cleanse our souls, when we are charitable, and when we strive for justice. Our light shines when we love instead of hate, when we seek reconciliation and pray for our enemies instead of seeking revenge. Our light shines when we walk upright and speak the truth in love without compromise. We all know that we admire people. There's some people we admire, and you know why? Because that people shows the light. That person is truthful for what he believes. It lives according to its belief. Your life is something opaque, not transparent, as long as you look at it in ordinary human way. So if you just look at your life by everybody else human way, it doesn't seem too shiny. But if you hold it up against the light of God's goodness, it shines and turns transparent, radiant and bright. And then you ask yourself in amazement, is this really my own life I see before me? So this person is a theologist, a German, Franco-German, and he was a missionary. And he was a Nobel Prize recipient. So what he's saying here really is, if you look at things at face value, yeah, it doesn't seem to be so shiny. But if you live your life according to the teachings of God and Jesus, and you are true to it, then you are transparent, radiant, and bright, because it will show. It will show. Oh, what happened now? No? Oh, it's showing it differently. So oftentimes in contemplation of our own limitations, we feel powerless, impotent, and small, making it hard to believe that we one day will be able to see even a little light of shine. Because we think, oh, who am I? I'm so little, I'm not important. Nothing that I do will make any difference. And that is not true. We know that every single person has its own light. And even if we feel that we are powerless in our own limitations, we have our own inner light. We should never despair and never lose hope. We are neither inadequate nor powerful beyond measure. Oh, this powerful beyond measure here is because people think, sometimes people think, oh, I'm so powerful that what about if darkness take control over me, which I don't believe it, but anyway. What he's trying to say is you don't have that power. You're not that powerful. Even if you want to be evil. We are not as powerful or beyond measure. Maybe I'll read you the what he says here. I don't think I'm making myself clear. I didn't like that passage, but mine's here. I would just skip that. But that's what it is. It's just saying that we shouldn't believe that we are not deserving or deserving too much. At the end of the day, we have all that we need in the right measure. There is a powerful light of truth and goodness that exists inside of us. And if we allow this light of ours to shine brightly, it will unconsciously allow others to do the same. So when we show others, we are setting an example. Not only that, but we are giving other people permission, kind of, to do the same. Oh, that's what it is. If we allow our lights to shine, then we are allowing the others to show their own lights. So that's just another story about how big is your light. One evening, a man took a small candle from a box and began to climb a long, winding stairway. Oh my God. Where are we going? Asked the candle. We are going up higher than our house to show the ships the way to the harbor. But no ship in the harbor could ever see my light, the candle said. It is so very small. If your light is small, the man said, just keep on burning brightly and leave the rest to me. When they reached the top of the long stairs, they came to a large lamp. Then he took the little candle and lit the lamp. Soon the large polished mirror behind the lamp sent beams of light all across the miles of sea, which means that it doesn't matter if it's small, we can always contribute to the greater good. As an analogy, we could say that we are God's candle. Our job is to keep on shining. Doesn't matter, big or small. Someday, perhaps, the inner light will shine forth from us, and then we'll need no other light. There's getting. And now that's the second part about the light and how important it is for us to apply our learnings and use our wisdom to help others to use their wisdom and to shine their own lights. Now, the third part of the presentation is to do with industry, which is the Benjamin Franklin 13 virtues. Lose no time. Be always employed in something useful. Cut off all unnecessary actions. So he wants all of us to be industrious, which means keep yourself busy. Learn, do your duties, learn, do something useful, keep applying what you learn. So don't do any unnecessary actions. That is one of the virtues. So if we are committed to work for our personal enlightenment, there is no time to waste. We should use every opportunity that life presents for us to learn and to grow. That's when you look at your learning in your knowledge on your own point of view. It's from my personal enlightenment. We should prevent ourselves from engaging in reproachable actions or any action that may hinder us from sliding with goodness. But then there is a question in the Spirit's book that says, in order to be pleased to God, so we are saying here, do this, do that, something else, do everything. But in the Spirit's book, Kardec asked the spirits, in order to be pleased to God and to ensure our future situation, is it enough to simply not what we do is evil? And he said, no, all must do good to the limit of their ability, since all will answer for all the evil that was resulted from the good that was left undone. So all the good that we could have done, but we didn't, we will answer for it. So that's telling us to really make an effort to the limit of our abilities to do good. So this is just like a small summary for the whole presentation. And to me, the whole presentation is all to do with always learning, always experimenting, but also showing. Be an example of what you learn, not just learn and don't do anything with that. So our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, or our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. That's what I was looking for. There you go. It is our light, not our darkness, that's most frightening us. We think, what if the light is too much? We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are not. We are the childs of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. It means hiding it doesn't help. But if we can be a good example, we should be a good example. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking to that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children of God. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. So we should show our part, let's put it this way. It's not just in some of us, but it is in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. So we should really try to live our learnings, our wisdom, and our experiences. People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, the true beauty is revealed only if there is light from within. So the light within is important. And like a little, you must share light among your fellow Jesus. Jesus said that in Matthew 16. Shadows are born from ignorance, weakness, and foolishness, and envelop people, institutions, and individuals. So what you're saying here is we really should remove shadows. We should remove ignorance. We should keep studying, keep your knowledge, keep your learnings. In the middle of the long night, it's necessary to kindle your light. It is impossible to find a way to liberation without it, without the shining radiation of your own being. We will never be easily seen by the divine messengers who help in the name of the Almighty, nor effectively help anyone. I don't really agree with that, but anyway. It is indispensable to organize the inner sanctuary and shed light on it so that the shadow will not take over. Just little says, it is possible to march by the light of others. However, and that's the thing, if you are following someone, it is possible to march by the light of others. However, without our own brilliance, we are constantly under the threat of failing down. The owners of the bright lamp may go in a different direction, and you may not be able to follow. So we always should try to build our own knowledge and learning. Our basic need consists in self-enlightenment, inner understanding, self-education, and in a substantial conversion of the self to the kingdom of God. That's what we've been saying. We can talk beautifully about life, discuss with the splendor about faith, reach the values of the creed, eat the bread of the consolation, exalt peace, gather the flowers of God, taste the fruit of generosity of others, conquer blah, blah, blah. Pile up many titles that adorn you in your transit through the valley of the world. But it is impossible to advance without light. Light in this case is knowledge. Knowledge, like it says there, self-education, inner understanding, and self-enlightenment. And a little joke, I told you, hide it under the bushel. No. If you have any comments, please go on. Or question. It is like it is a simple message.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Carmen. And I think knowledge is power, like, and not a power for us to get people to submit, like to be submissive towards us. It's a power to release us from things that don't belong to us, or to release us for things that we don't need. So I do truly believe that knowledge is power in that sense, that it's gonna free us from things, like the same way that society is being free for the past, for the history. Like, more you learn, more you evolve, like cure of diseases and things like that. So power is knowledge is the power on that sense.
Yes, I agree. It is.
But there is a fundamental flaw to, as you said before, to accumulate knowledge. Knowledge is nothing if not applied.
Yeah, that's right.
And it is only through the application that we actually come to understand what the knowledge actually is trying to pour forth. Because with knowledge, we see great interpretation and we see how it can be applied, and we have judgment about the knowledge. We say, yes, I can learn this, or no, I disregard that. But we don't know the ins and outs of it. We can say to each other, be kind to each other. And we leave this meeting and we then embark on a conversation with our loved ones, and something triggers us. And we lose our sense of connectedness to our light because we cannot see past the knowledge and we don't know how to apply it. And this is where the wisdom comes in. We cannot grasp onto knowledge. This is what the organized religions of the world have done for generations, for millennia. They have held on to the knowledge and gone, yes, I can impart this amount of knowledge to you at different times. You are ready for it or you are not ready for it. Even yourself, you take bits of it. But in essence, the wisdom, the light that kindles within and then burns freely and boldly only happens when you get it. And when you don't shove it down people's throats, you do not go out there and demonstrate how good we are. We do it in humility and love, because we know that in connectedness with the creation, with God, we know that it is only through the gentle hand of love that it all happens so beautifully. So
yeah,
knowledge,
it's like live what you preach.
yes. So knowledge is a step, but it is only in guiding us to that which gives us the opportunity, or we see the opportunity because we then sit in that glorious sense of connectedness, and then we allow for the inspiration to come through us, not from us. Yes, yes. It is that next step that we all struggle with. It is the application.
Yeah.
And then through the application, then wisdom comes. Yes, yes. Yes. So often we have struggled, even talking about this in PESC, in these sessions. Each of us struggles to sit in a place where we speak utmost truth, allowing for love to come through our words. So often we calculate the words themselves so as people do not judge us, rather than to sit quietly and to allow once again for the light to guide our words, and to allow for the love to find the words, not our intellect and not our calculation for how people will regard us if we say certain words or certain things that will put us in good stead. Yes, yes.
True.
Yeah. It is a struggle for each of us to speak from our hearts, to write from our hearts. And from our hearts, I mean from the light that burns, that wants to be seen, that wants to flood out from the hidden, yes, from the hidden place. We so often are, yes, triggered by the environment around us, and it stifles our excitement and our understanding and our love for others. We silence ourselves. And this has come through with the Beatitudes about standing up, speaking from the heart, and speaking on behalf of those that cannot speak, speaking on behalf of those that need us to shine brightly. how extraordinary the responsibility that we have, but how glorious when we become, as Benjamin Franklin was saying, when we become transparent and not to hide our true selves. This is our challenge, and to speak with words of love and not be afraid to be seen as, yes, whatever it is. People make judgments, don't they, about how people speak.
Yeah, but you know what? I think as well, we try to be better. Say we try to be in some cases we are a little bit better in some aspects, but not in others. It's like a bumpy road, really.
Yes.
When you remember, yeah, now,
Yes.
but then you forget.
Yes. And
It
is because we are so conditioned to conform with certain situations or in certain social, gatherings. We conform and we hide.
Yes, definitely.
We hide.
Yes.
This is a brilliant reminder that we need to embrace who we are and not become the sheep, that follow.
Yes. By example.
Yes.
Like I said, it's a simple message, not easy.
Yes.
Not easy. Very interesting, very interesting. Any other comments?
No, I'm good.
So I will stop presenting.
Oh, it's recording.
And now Jackson will put something for us.